Hey, beauties. Quick message, all right? Because somebody needs to hear this. This is the card that we are going to speak on. And if you see this beautiful card, oh, this mother is just loving and nurturing on her baby. You know, a mother's job is never done, and a mother always has to think twice, once for herself and once for the baby as well. So this card could represent your actual child, or this could be like a student teacher dynamic as well, to where you are maybe teaching or showing someone how to do something. But what this card symbolizes is you can love your children, you can teach your children, but at some point you have to stop seeing them as a baby, seeing them as fresh, and start seeing them as someone that has been loved, that has been nurtured, and that has been taught. So it's important to step back and allow that child to be able to make their own decisions. And we're not going to say child anymore, because obviously this is someone that has already been loved, nurtured, and now it's time for them to go and walk out into life. And you have to let them make their own mistakes, okay? So if you are still looking at them as though they are your young baby, they are not. And some of the greatest lessons that we will ever have is when our parents allow us to make our own decisions and learn from whatever experiences, whether they turn out well or not. That is an experience that needs to happen. So you're being told to step back and let them do what they need to do, okay? Trust that you have done a good job. You know, and this may be a young adult that is ready to leave, and you have some fears surrounding money, and just know that it's okay. Let them go through some struggles. Now, I am not saying just let your baby be homeless or whatever, but even for someone that is back and forth between jobs, if they know they have a bill to pay, they're going to do things a little differently, right? Meaning, let's say they are in a toxic work environment. Do we just tell our kids to just quit their jobs and come on back home and I'm going to take care of you? No. We tell them, okay, now it's time to really, really search for something else. And if we want to help, hey, I heard Ford's hiring. Hey, I heard Nipper RX is hiring. Hey, you know, like they have paid training. Like we can point them in the right direction, but we can't always fix their problems. One thing I have to just testify and say, you know, I thought my parents were being so cruel to me when I got pregnant with my first child, and they said, you can't be grown here with a child. You need to leave. And we found ourselves in transitional housing. That was the best thing that they ever could have did, because it taught me how to be self-sufficient, okay? I can get it out the mud. When I tell you I'm an amazing lotus growing up out of anything, I can get it done. It gave me that self-assurance within myself, okay? I rose to the occasion. Now, if that child always knows that they have this safety net, are they going to make a strong effort? I knew that I couldn't just quit my job when I felt, you know, taken advantage of at the job, when I felt disrespected at that job. I knew, okay, now I got to do this job, and now I got to find time to find another job because they got me fucked up, right? It's going to give them that to where, they're going to be able to manage. And guess what? I never expected losing my parents so early. All of the elders are deceased. There is no one to call on that phone when I need help. And so I thank God for that lesson, because it taught me how to find those resources. That don't mean that help's not gonna happen, help's not gonna surface. No, God is always watching, okay? So just like it is your child, it is also God's child. And God is gonna make sure that his child has everything that it needs to sustain, okay? So just make sure that, your child knows that, you are always going to be a loyal, dedicated source. But let them buckle down and get things done, okay? Um, know that they have guardian angels that are helping, guiding, and protecting them as well. So it is only the ego that creates this illusion of this false sense of entrapment. So don't be so focused on the material things of how things are going to work out, and stay in a negative fear base, because that's almost like a negative spell that you're casting over this person that's ready to fly. Let this butterfly fly, okay? Yes, let them fly. Let them come into their own balance. Let them balance it out. Don't be somebody's problem solver. I know I've said it before. When we try to fix somebody else's problems, that also is on a soul to soul level, saying, I don't feel like you're capable of doing it, so let me just go ahead and fix it for you or show you. No, you've already given all of the tools, all of the nurturing from your end. Now you just have to go ahead and let them spread their wings and let them figure it out, okay? You've done an amazing job. You were an awesome teacher. And now it's time for you to go into retirement and just volunteer on a need be basis, okay? So that is the message. Have a wonderful day. And if you need anything from me, please just go ahead and hit me up on email or my website, feedsfeelings.com. And yeah, email is fiona@feedsfeelings.com. So I will make sure that you have that. It's going to be in the description somewhere on it. You're going to find me, okay? I'm here if you need me. Have a wonderful day. Bye, y'all.